Oh, fuck! It's in Korea!
Hello, and annyeong. Welcome. So, let me tell you about something I've been hyperfixating on since July. It's a little South Korean show known as Metal Cardbot. So, what is Metal Cardbot? Well, it's a South Korean animated show created by Chio and Samji Entertainment. It's pretty new, having come out in 2023, so just over a year old. Metal Cardbot has 2 seasons, Season 2, aka Metal Cardbot S, currently airing, a Chinese live-action spin-off series, an arcade game, and of course, toys. Currently, Metal Cardbot is available in South Korea, Japan, China, Singapore, Indonesia, and Russia. Hopefully, it gets ported to the West soon. So, if you're like me and you live in the US, it'll be tricky to get into the show. The only way you can watch this show is on YouTube. The first season is available on there. But sadly, it's only available in Korean. Sure, YouTube does have auto-generated subtitles, but those aren't very good or reliable. But fear not, there's a fan-made subbed version of this show. It's available on this website. It puts the subtitles over the episodes uploaded to YouTube, so there's no piracy involved. Also, there is an English dub, but it's only available in Singapore, so unless you have a VPN, you won't be able to watch it. And from what I've seen, the dub isn't very good. The voice acting is... not that great. The voice direction isn't great, and the translation is off. So I recommend just going with the subbed version instead. Hopefully, when the show gets ported to the US, they will give it a proper dub, with proper voice acting, proper voice direction, and accurate translation. So it's as accurate to the original as possible. Come on, is it that hard to have a good dub? I don't think so. Also, if you want the toys, sadly they aren't available here either. You'll have to get them through the secondhand market, a la AliExpress and eBay. Also, Season 2 is now on YouTube. Let's go! I got my 2 Blue Cup figures from eBay because I don't trust AliExpress. So, what exactly is Metal Cardbot's about? Well, if I had to describe it, I'd say it's like a mixture of Transformers and Pokemon. Transformers because giant alien robots that turn into vehicles, and Pokemon because of the whole gimmick of capturing the bots and fighting them. So let me elaborate here. Metal Cardbot stars this human boy named June Grant, who's the main protagonist of the series. One day, while riding his bike, he ran into these 2 robots fighting and duking it out. One of the robots dropped this strange watch called the Metal Brace. I know, it's called the Metal Breath in the dub. I'm still calling it the Metal Brace because it sounds better. Which is a sacred artifact of the Metal Carbots. Whoever bears it can capture and command all Metal Carbots. So the Metal Brace chose June, and now him and Blue Cop, the police Metal Cardbot who was tasked with gathering all the Metal Carbots and was holding the Metal Breath until June found it, are trying to gather all the Metal Carbots so they can live peacefully with humans. So what's the lore here? Well, thousands of years ago, there was this planet called Machina. It was the Metal Cardbot's home, but then, one day, it blew up for unknown reasons. So before it happened, the mother supercomputer, Deus Ex Machina, tasked Blue Cop with finding the rest of the Metal Carbots, so they could find a new home. So she gave him the Metal Brace, but he can't actually use it. Blue Cop also is part of the Star Guardians. What's the Star Guardians? Well, we don't really know. Yeah, we don't know much about the lore in this series since there's very little shown, but hopefully as it progresses, we'll learn more. So here's why you should watch this show. The vibes. This show is very wholesome and fun. It's not that serious, but there are stakes from time to time. It's just a wholesome show. It makes you feel comfy, and the characters are very fun and likable. Plus, the show has some funny and goofy moments too. They definitely made me chuckle sometimes. This show has wonderful characters. The design of the mechs specifically are just peak character design. Like, look at them. They look so cool! Heck, here's an interesting story. Back in July, I was just browsing Pinterest and I saw this image of Blue Cup. Immediately, I was like, who is this character? Where are they from? I need to know. So, I asked some friends on Discord, and thankfully one of them knew who the character was and where they were from. So that's how I got into this show. The character design intrigued me. I mean, come on, look at him. He looks so cool. Also, even the personality of him is intriguing to me. He's just like me, for real. The art style and animation. Even though this show is 3D animated, it still looks really good. Like, the animation is pretty fluid, especially in some fight scenes and the transformation sequences, not to mention. It's got a great sound design, great voice acting, even the OST is great. So yes, this series has toys, which makes sense, it was made to sell toys like many other shows. But here's the thing, the toys are very good quality. Like, dare I say, they might even be better designed than some Transformers toys. They definitely stand toe-to-toe with them. I only have 2 right now, and they feel so good in the hands. They're fun to mess around with, also the joints are clicky and satisfying. I know that sounds bad, but trust me, it's not. I'll be sure to do a proper review on the figures I have in the near future. But first, I gotta figure out why this channel needs verification in order for me to upload videos that are longer than 15 minutes, and why I'm not allowed to upload thumbnails, or put links in the description. Seriously, YouTube, what the frick? So, yeah. Metal Cardbot is pretty great. I think you should watch it, especially if you're a Transformers fan. Like, the Transformers to Metal Cardbot pipeline is crazy. There's plenty of fans who were into Transformers, then got into Metal Cardbot, myself included. Also, the amount of fans who are learning Korean just because of this show is surprisingly a lot. Heck, I learned 2 Korean words from this show, those being dashi, aka again, and onnyeong, which is the formal hello. I literally guessed the meaning of these words purely based on context, so even though I don't know much Korean, I can still understand what's going on in this show. The fandom of Metal Cardbot is decently sized, though it's still small and niche since the fandom is spread out across platforms. Obviously, since this show is from South Korea, it's more popular in that country. It's also pretty popular in China for some reason. Like, they have their own spin-off series and they have model kits? Dang, China sure does love super robot shows. Can't blame them. We all love giant robot shows. Anyway, I think that's about it. Sorry I can't explain much, it's kinda hard to explain a show that's in a different language. Though I know someone who explained this show much better than I ever could. So I'll put the link into their video in the description. I'll also link the ways you can watch this show, and if you want to get into this fandom, I have a Discord server for the fans. I have been gaining some traction in this fandom, specifically on places like Tumblr. Like, literally, all my most popular posts are Metal Cardbot related. So, thanks for that, Metal Cardbot. Also, Samji, please, for the love of God, don't strike my channel. Literally, I made a compilation of clips with Blue Cop, uploaded to my main channel, and after being up for a few days, it got me a copyright strike. The strike is gone now, but for safety reasons, I decided to just make a separate channel just for Metal Cardbot stuff. So yeah, respect your fans, Samji. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. I'm giving you free advertisement, so you better respect it. Anyway, that's pretty much it for now. Feel free to do all the YouTube shtick, and let's chat in the comments about this fun Korean show. I'll be sure to make more content on this in the future, so stay tuned. Also, I have a main channel where I'm more active, so feel free to check that out as well. Anyway, see you next time. Bye-bye! Also, Metal Cardbot is finally coming to the US. Let's go!